But yeah, WrestleMania 7, 24th of March 1991. Venue, Los Angeles Memorial Sports Arena in Los Angeles, California.
Are you going to tell me about the venue?
Did I mention that, or have you looked it up?
No, I did. Well, I kind of ish looked it up, but not really. But I remember you saying to me there was a...
Yes.
It was... Because in the last WrestleMania, it was very promo heavy for...
The
it's
LA
going to be
Coliseum.
here. And then obviously it turns out not to be. And I know that there was a story about, like a fake story, I guess, of why they moved it, but I don't know the real reason.
So WWF were looking to break another attendance record. Very few venues in the country at the time could have accommodated that, because the Pontiac Silverdome, well, we saw what it was. It was a ridiculous number of fans got in there, even if the number was inflated on their books. The LA Coliseum could legitimately get over 100,000 people in there. It wasn't the most modern of venues. It's an open-air stadium. It was a little bit run down. Okay. That didn't factor into it being an issue. So at the time, the Gulf War was a hot topic. So we got, Iraq, you got the US, you got the conflict there. That obviously featured into the storylines that we see on this show. Basically, so Sergeant Slaughter wasn't in the company too long before he came back and then won the title. He was sold that he was coming back into the company to be a heel, because for a long time Sergeant Slaughter was the Patriot. He had links with G.I. Joe.
Okay.
He was a character in that series of cartoons, etc. And he was told that he was going to be brought back as a heel on the basis that he was going to be anti-USA. He was going to be a sympathiser for the Iraqi regime and Saddam Hussein.
Right.
Yeah. This was not particularly well received by fans and critics. They thought, maybe leave that angle alone a bit. Sergeant Slaughter was getting death threats at the time. This is what's claimed. Obviously, I wasn't at his house to verify this, but it wouldn't surprise me, having said that. And they were concerned that because, and this was just not a WWF specific thing, this was a big public events in the States in general, there was a heightened concern of acts of terror.
Right.
They thought, with 100,000 people in an arena, this was the story that they were telling.
Sitting ducks, I suppose, aren't you?
You're
really?
sitting ducks, and they couldn't secure that size of a place as much as they'd want to.
Okay.
That was the story that they released.
Okay.
Whilst there were elements of truth in that, that wasn't entirely the case. The issue was, a few months out from the actual event, they'd only sold 15,000 tickets.
Oh, I see. So they couldn't fill the venue.
That it would have, imagine how that would have looked. A tenth of that stadium filled. So WWF did the right thing by going, okay, but gave a false reason as to why they couldn't do that. So they moved across and basically they had to make sure that they could honour the tickets they had sold. Yeah. Which you could do in the venue that they picked across the road. So the Memorial Sports Arena had enough capacity for that.
Okay.
Thank you everyone for the support you guys have shown us so far. It means the world to us. Holly, what do we want to remind the people?
Don't forget to like, subscribe and ding the bell for notifications.